In the last video, we covered all of the statements and allegations made against CallMeCarson. So now let's take a look at how Twitter reacted to this. Starting with the tweet that informed everybody of the allegations in the first place, Keemstar says, "Dear CallMeCarson, I am currently editing a drama alert with allegations that you were sexting your underage fans. So, do you have a statement?" A few days ago, Tommy Innit posted a video asking his fans to stop sexualizing him. Minecraft community needs more leaders like Tommy that care about child safety. For 6 years, I've seen so many Minecraft YouTubers knew bad was happening say nothing. Can we all agree that good guy Fitz is a good guy now? Who cares if he wants to smash some e-girls? Anything for Views' response to Keem by saying, "Carson and Kate were never dating. Carson hadn't even held her hand." Fitz entered the room and asked Carson if they were dating. He said no. Fitz then said, "Is it cool if I hit on her tonight?" Carson said it didn't bother him. Fitz laid pipe and Carson then set the stands on him. Keemstar then tweets out the Discord evidence that we showed in the last episode and captions it by saying, "Sorry, was in school." No, Carson, no! Please remember, these are simply allegations at this time. But this is the evidence that has been presented in reference to the tweet before this. So, CallMeCarson, by now you absolutely must know what's going on. I need a statement. New drama alert tomorrow with more evidence against Carson that is not public yet. Make sure to have notifications on. Now, this was tweeted on the 4th of January. He did make a drama alert the next day, but it had no new information. It just had public Twitter statements, so I'm not really sure what he meant here. Maybe a misspelling on his part. Anyways, Linead reacts to Keemstar by saying, "For the record, obscuring the age gap like this is the exact same thing I'm Alex did to Slazo when he had a relationship with a 15-year-old at age 17. The only moral issue here is the power dynamic." Internet Unwind reacts to Keemstar's tweet by saying, 18 now. 17 2 years ago doesn't add up, I think. The dates would make him 19. The only issue I see here is that he was a large content creator with an influence, and he knew he shouldn't be doing what he was doing. Still not good at all. Grooming, though, sounds like a stretch in my opinion. The fact that he knew there was an issue with his behavior is a big problem since he continued anyway. However, doesn't imply a larger issue unless more underage people can confirm this kind of behavior. If that is, all of this is legitimate, which it does seem to be, but gotta wait. Repzilla reacts to Keem by saying, "I have to know if there was more to this CallMeCarson situation. Was there abuse involved? Because the girl being 17 and him being 19 is literally just two teenagers doing teenager stuff. I need to be educated. Does anyone know more?" Jade tweets out, 19 and 17 isn't a weird age gap. 16 is the age of consent in most countries anyways. A 2-year age gap is fine. Stop with your guilty until proven innocent mentality. Plus, we don't even know if the Carson thing actually happened. Nicholas Diorio tweets out this image of two men in prison. The first man asks, "I killed a man, and you?" The other guy says, "I sexted a 17-year-old as a 19-year-old, and then the other prisoner moves away. Aiden tweets out, "I've seen zero proof on the Carson allegations, and everyone's already stating it like it is a fact. Nobody has been shown proof. Stop jumping on this. Pedophile allegations should not even be reported on until there is proof. People don't know what the word allegation means. Genuinely, if any of y'all are going after Carson without proof, please unfollow me. You are a loser." People are sharing this DM like it proves Carson is a creep. Carson was 19 when he sent this, and he sent it to a 17-year-old. Literally 2-year age gap. Stop reaching. The whole Carson situation summarized. Source, dude, trust me. Since people were being critical of the allegations being reported, Keemstar decided to address it when he tweeted out, "You don't watch my show."
What's up, guys? I'm about to go to bed. That's why I got my jammies on, but I have this board, and when someone tweets at me, it instantly pops up on this board, and I'm paying attention to it. And, you know, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, Keemstar, you can't trust him. Oh, Keemstar is the worst," and blah, blah, blah. Those people don't watch my show. Anybody out there saying Keemstar always has, you know, these pedo allegations wrong, and Keemstar's known for getting shit wrong and stuff, you don't watch my show. You're so full of fucking shit. You know, other YouTubers that cover news and stuff, they make mistakes and they sweep it under the rug, right? I don't. If I make a mistake, I find it's my responsibility to publicly make a spectacle of my own mistake so the audience knows the truth. And that's why in 2015, when we got the fucking, you guys know the old man story, right? Deleted the video within 2 hours, uploaded a full apology explaining that I got it wrong in 2015. A lot of you are bringing up FaZe Rug's brother story. What is his name? Brandon, right? I can't think of his YouTuber name. oh, you got that wrong. I didn't get nothing wrong. I interviewed 2 girls and they had these allegations about FaZe Rug's brother. And then after the video went up, and again, I got Brandon's side. I got a statement from him. I got a video statement from him that was in the video. So I didn't do anything fucking wrong at all. I interviewed these girls. I put out the video. After the interview went up, these girls went on Instagram Live, and I'm like, they're cloud chasing. And I took it down because I didn't feel comfortable with it anymore. If I ever make a mistake, I'm going to be the first one to call me out. All these people saying, oh, Keemstar can't be trusted and all this shit. No, you don't watch my show. You watch H3H3 Exposed videos. You watch stupid people that are mad that I call them out for the dumb shit that they do. So they try to say that I'm untrustworthy. You don't watch my show. My show is the most fucking trusted show on this goddamn platform, period.
Anyways, Keemstar continues to talk about this on his timeline when he says, Carson predicts the future, showing a tweet Carson made to Jay Slat where he says, wait until you see how bad 2021 can be. Charizard Zord responds to Keem by saying, fuck Keemstar, he tries to cancel! Carson has apologized to them and hasn't done it since! Cancel Keem! Keemstar quote tweets him and says, come get me. Funny boy Jason responds to Keem by saying, Keem, you literally tweeted this image with an unfunny title 5 times. Also, you were making a drama alert video before he can respond. Pretty messed up. But it's Keem, what can you expect? Keemstar quote tweets him and says, before he can respond, if I was innocent and accused of some BS, I would respond in 10 seconds. Carson has been trending for hours now and he hasn't said a fucking word. So let's try to use your fucking brain, you dumb motherfucker. P.S. I only tweeted this once. Slickback responds to Keem by saying, Slazo did the same thing, you ape! Do you not learn from your mistakes, Keem? Keemstar quote tweets him and says, actually, when I covered the Slazo story, I reached out to him for a statement, and he gave me one. The only one making mistakes here is you. And if you remember correctly, I am literally the only YouTube or Day One that reached out to Slazo for a statement. Vito shows the tweets where Keemstar asks Carson for a statement, and captions it by saying, 2 years ago, 19-year-old CallMeCarson exchanged sexual messages with a 17-year-old fan. This is not illegal in Carson's home state of Indiana, and most US states have Romeo and Juliet laws that specifically account for young romance. This is a non-story. Calm down, Keem. This kind of manufactured drama is ruining YouTube. Trying to make it sound like Carson is a pedo for flirting with a girl 2 years younger than him is just blatantly irresponsible. Kavos tweets out, so far from what I have seen, there is nothing that would make me call Carson a pedophile. Keem claims to have new unseen evidence though, so I guess we have to wait for that. Keemstar responds, yeah, I don't like this tweet. He suggests that I called him a pedophile, which I did not. Kavos responds, I mean, everyone's calling him that. I'm saying you have new evidence. Ebony tweets out, narrator here said that the rest of Lunch Club were scared into silence because of what Carson did. Carson helped them grow their careers, so they were scared of being sued / no one believing them. Do not attack the rest of the Lunch Club! They are victims in this as well. It takes a lot of bravery to speak up about things like this. So we need to be appreciative of Noah and Travis for speaking up and send all of our support to the victims, if they ever decide to come forward. It's completely fine if you think they should have spoken up sooner. I do too. But please don't be harsh towards them until they speak up on the situation themselves. Be mad at Carson. He did the shit. Also, I am not defending what they did. The statements, they were the adults in the situation and should have spoken up sooner, and they were scared to speak up, are two statements that can coexist. And obviously the real victims are the girls. Aiden tweets out, it makes me so sad seeing one of my favorite content creators, Moist Critical, defend illegal possession of child porn and minor grooming. It is illegal! Fuck you guys for defending him. Critical quote tweets them and says, Twitter is a special kind of evil. I never said anything like that. In a 30-second stream clip of the first 2 tweets I read, I said it's not pedophilia to be in a 19 and 17 relationship. That's literally the same grade in high school. Josh tweets out that he's very disappointed. Fitz just tweets, yep. Katarino tweets out, anyone in the world could have written Twilight. It just happened to be Stephanie Meyer. Keemstar quote tweets her and says, you get it? TwizFizz tweets out, 0 days since last YouTuber pedophile allegation. Rocket Ralph says, I legit for the life of me can't think of a reason why Noah and Travis would lie about Carson. If Carson's innocent, their careers are fucked. iNabber tweets out, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Carson's response because Lord knows YouTubers always clap back hard with these things. Sophia says, call me Carson grooming. I don't understand why people are making this more about Carson's friends, like they are using this whole situation to get mad at the people who may have known about the situation rather than holding Carson accountable for his own actions. Ray tweets out, "Call me Carson situation. Don't rip on the other members for not coming forward sooner. Focus on the fact Carson is a fucking pedophile. Some of them have known Carson for years, and it can be really hard to talk about people's extreme mistakes when you are blinded by long-term friendships." Colin tweets out, "Do not give shit to any of Carson's friends. You do not realize how big the burden is to know that your good friend is a predator. Plus, how the fuck is someone gonna tackle that massive tiger when it's more of the victim's place than theirs? And also, legal action?" Lieutenant Cobra tweets out, "Call me Carson's new channel." Slush tweets out, "Drama YouTubers right now," showing him searching "Call me Carson face transparent background" on Google. Tommy tweets out, "Oh hey look, Carson's trending again, wonder what Carl tweets out, "So Carson bad now? I'm okay." Lexa tweets out, "Oh cool, Carson's trending. He helped me get through some tough years of my life. So let's see what it's about." Hayes tweets out, "New Call Me Carson gaming setup for Minecraft," showing a prison cell. Devin Mev says, "This about to be Carson's reply. She was turning 13, 14 soon, so pretty much 15, but 15 is the new 16, and 16 is close to 17. So might as well round it to 18. Goober Trust Fund tweets out, "I know this guy, really funny guy. You know Call Me Carson, like the YouTuber." Jeremy tweets out, "The lunch club when Carson was sexting minors. Cops turn blind eye for 5,000. Neforious tweets out, "Banned Iggas when they hear about Carson being a pedo." Luco Malika tweets out, "The entire lunch club when Carson sexted minors. Blindness for 3 minutes 15 seconds. Vader tweets out, "Carson didn't do anything wrong." Noms says, "Carson literally said this on his Discord after the allegations. Bro, I'm dying." Showing that Call Me Carson said, "Sorry guys, laughing my ass off." B tweets out, "How I look at Carson after I found out why he was trending," showing a picture of trash. Ace tweets out, "We have arrested and put Minecraft YouTuber Carson in custody." Ruby says, "Carson, fuck this dude." Augie RFC tweets out this Twitter video.
Yo, so me and Connor are sitting here, and we're looking at all the Call Me Carson videos that are getting uploaded right now. And, yeah, shout out to Commentary Stats. They got a banging tune here right in front of Carson losing all his followers over nothing so far. Listen to this. Hell yeah. It's like a party. Look at the text. Call Me Carson is under heat as Keemstar dropped a drama over the allegations of him being a pedo. And then the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just like this slideshow of him. Like it's so laggy. I'm losing all his followers.
The fact he's pulling 100 viewers watching this crush right now is just insane.
I'm sorry. Look, this whole situation is shaping up to be complete dog shit, and I feel bad for Cars. If he really did nothing, if he did something or whatever, then obviously we'll talk about that when that is exposed. But right now, like, I feel bad for the guy, but I can't help but laugh at this. It's too funny, man. It's too. Listen to the tunes. I'll play them. Dude.
Optimus says, "YouTubers getting popped left and right with the accusations that they are weirdos and predators. Why this has to be something we constantly address in the community, I'll never know. It's not hard to not be odd." Hacer tweets out, "Finding out that Keemstar broke the news about Call Me Carson. Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a great point." Boredom tweets out, "Y'all focus on the problem of the power dynamic, not the age gap. There are many healthier relationships between 17 and 19-year-olds. Carson clearly attempted to manipulate her into doing sexual things by utilizing his fame, not his age. Stop using pedo so loosely. The quartering tweets out, grooming, the action by a pedophile of preparing a child for a meeting, especially via an internet chat room, with the intention of committing a sexual offense. Please, for the love of fuck, learn the definition. By throwing this term around so easily, you water it down. Pimp Master Yoda responds to him by saying, gonna groom the quartering.
Learn the definition of grooming. Actually, use that term however I please I will. Groom the quartering, I will, for a sexual offense. Come here, Big Daddy. Oh, yes. Pat you on the head, I will.
Daniel tweets out, if Carson is cancelled for admitting to sexting a 17-year-old at age 19, but Pyro receives absolution for furry sex roleplay with a 16-year-old at 20, we live in a fucking crazy world. JSlat then makes a YouTube video talking about the CallMeCarson situation, and AugieRFC reacts to it on Twitter by saying, nuclear take time. JSlat's video sucked. He said nothing at all and talked about Carson like he's some sort of danger or harmed some girls. Carson is an idiot and the DMs were weird. But he's not a threat to shit, unless there's something nuclear on him that's about to drop. Bill Bain shares both Destiny and Asmongold's response to the CallMeCarson situation.
I can personally come out and say that I've been groomed by Carson. I have talked to many people at the time, never came out since at the time I was still 17 in high school. Okay, these conversations happened in January, February, March, April of 2019. How old was Carson? Was 19. Was he 19? It wasn't even his birthday. He wasn't even 20. 19-year-old grooming a 17-year-old? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fuck
you. So, as a final verdict, on a bad scale of Carson, I would say it's probably pretty low. I don't think it's that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's that big of a fucking deal. And it's not the end of the world. Like, there are a million other things that a million other people do that are 1,000 times worse than that. I don't think that he's a predator or a terrible person or anything like that. I think he's a goofball who got horny and talked to a girl. He's in 2 years of his age. I think that's completely fucking fine. Maybe that's a K-Kona take. Maybe that's a down here in the South take. But that's my take. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Comment Cop tweets out, lol, what a scumbag.
Next problem people had, and this one is significantly bigger, is the title and thumbnail of the video, because they were extremely clickbaity. My response to this is that this is just how YouTube is. You have to have really good clickbaity thumbnails in order to succeed on this platform. I know that this thumbnail may be a little bit insensitive to you, but this is what you have to do to compete in YouTube's current landscape where click-through rate is everything. It's really easy for these bigger YouTubers to just hop on their high horse and criticize me for using this type of thumbnail like Mudahar, but these people never have to really compete for click-through rate since they have loyal fan bases that click on their videos.
Some ordinary gamers responds to him by saying, what an actual troglodyte. Boogie2988 quote tweets him and says, this is disgusting and wrong. That's not a justification. So, on this CallMeCarson drama, do not try to date your fans. There's a power dynamic there that sucks. Do not talk sexually with your fans. Just ew. Do not talk to underage people other than to be polite. These are the basic rules all YouTubers must follow. I guess there is a little leeway when it comes to getting to know a fan. Being friends for a good while so they get to know the real you. Then pursuing more, but never if they are underage. About to rant. The problem with the internet is how stupid people are, and how some others will take advantage of it. This situation with Carson is a perfect example. He made mistakes, but it's nuanced. Some people are claiming pedo. Stupid people believe and repeat it. If we can't have intelligent and rational discussions about what Carson did, and what was wrong and what wasn't without going to extremes, then we can never learn from stuff like this, and we will always have it keep happening over and over again. Matthew responds to Boogie by saying, how would you feel if you had a daughter, and you found out someone she really looked up to did that to her? Why are you defending Carson? Boogie quote tweets him and says, no offense, but I am not defending anyone. I want to discuss this without going to the extremes you are. We should and can discuss this without extremes. You are an example of the problem I am ranting about. Please be better. People think age gaps are weird. I am 46 and have dated women in their 20s in the last year. I don't think age gaps are a problem. It's dating underage people that's the problem. If you are 99 and she's at least 18, I don't give a fuck. If she's 17 though, we got a problem. Keemstar continues to talk about the situation when he sends this Twitter video to Slimesicle.
Slimesicle, in the statement that you made, you said when you found out information that, Carson was exchanging nudes with minors that you reported this to the authorities. And then the last part of your statement, you said something along the lines like, this is a serious matter that needs to be reported to the cops. This isn't drama. And I kind of took that as shade because I feel that you're incredibly wrong. When there's a situation in which, someone is being a predator online, it's very important that this gets covered by news so the public knows about it. It's the same reason why we have a thing called like Amber Alert, right? If someone gets abducted by a predator, a child gets abducted by a predator, they send warnings to the public to let you know that this is going on, to potentially look for that victim. In this scenario, it's important that the audience and the viewers know about this situation, to stay clear of a potential predator, right? To not engage in sending nudes to a YouTuber who's an adult, right? It's important to get this information out. So, good on you for reporting it to the cops. I would say bad on you for not telling your audience. So just like you've criticized this for not being drama, people have a right to criticize you for not saying shit to the public.
The girl Carson was sexting Sam had a couple more things to say on the situation. She tweets out, "There's so much I want to say, but no one will listen because apparently I'm clout chasing. Alright Twitter, be that way. This is a fucking mess, and I just want people to feel safe around the people they admire, look up to, or even just enjoy watching their content that they put out to the public. I want this to be over. I don't want Carson to go to jail. I don't want Carson to be canceled over this. I want people to be educated. I want there to be safety. I want people to feel safe with people they enjoy watching or look up to. CP is illegal." Noah Hugbox, the person who went onto Drama Alert to talk about these allegations, tweeted out Step 8, freedom, to which Andrew responds, "Was Step 7 throw your friend under the bus?" Noah quote tweets him and says, "I genuinely hope you look in the mirror tonight and realize you were staring at a knuckle-dragging, cock-sucking, filter-feeding, worthless moron with zero social awareness or capacity for empathy. This is why you learn to think for yourself, stans." Showing a reply Andrew got where someone says, "That's kind of fucked to say. In that way, it sounds like you were endorsing Carson's actions." Andrew responds, "I am. He literally did nothing wrong. Age of consent there is 16, and she initiated contact." Going back to a tweet we covered in the last video, where Noah responded to Casey Tron, Nicholas Diorio shows that and says, "Lol, Augie RFC, man is trolling." Noah responds, "If you want to know what happened so badly, why don't you just ask?" Nicholas Diorio then took him up on this offer and tweeted out a thread of questions. It starts out with him saying, "CallMeCarson allegations. Schlatt, quote, he explained that he exchanged photos with a 17-year-old while he was 19. Slimesicle, he exchanged nudes with a young girl who he believed to be 17. Travis/Hugbox.
One day in March, he called me and I picked up the phone and he was basically like, "I have to tell you something." And then he told me that he did underage girls, and I think that he said that they were fans.
Did he tell you how old they were?
At the time, no.
So, Travis and the gang were all apparently told 17 in March 2020, and nowhere in the Drama Alert was this mentioned or corrected. Noah wasn't told this information in the 9 months, or if he was, he didn't think it was important to bring up while Keem made comments about Minecraft. Boblax received these DMs in November, and again, recently that gave credibility to information regarding Noah releasing the allegations. Here they were referred to as pedo allegations. They were not sent by Noah, and it makes me question who knew the age/when. He then shows the DMs I received. The first one is from November 16th, 2020, where the person says, "I'm not allowed to leak or say anything, but expect certain pedo allegations coming out about a certain thick-necked individual in the coming months." A couple days before the allegations actually came out, the same person then DM'd me saying, "I can't say anything, but what I DM'd you a little bit ago about is currently trending. Get ready for the shit show that will be 2021. If you aren't already, turn notifications on for Noah Hugbox." That's all I'm allowed to say. Have a safe new year. Internet Unwind responds to Nicholas Diorio by saying, "Just to be clear, Schlatt did say that as of a few weeks ago, his inappropriate behavior seemed to still be happening, and that's why they disassociated with him. Still just a testimony with no evidence. But I'm concerned if he's right, that means Carson was sexting 17-year-olds at 21. Nicholas DiOrio responds, and yeah, I'd address that and say it's bad, laughing my ass off, but until then, these guys really haven't said much of anything. I can only comment on what I see, and there would be a new take arriving in that case, much like how we discussed Fed. Jake responds, I get you, and I agree. Just making sure you were aware of that because you had mentioned Jay Schlatt's talking about ages being 17 and 19. Noah Hugbox responds to Nicholas DiOrio by saying, dude, I am done with this shit. I did not mention the ages because Carson's story changed on multiple occasions, and I was not interested in getting the story discredited by stating something I did not know for sure. All he told me originally was that they were a minor. Nicholas responds, okay, well, you should have gotten your story straight because that's exactly what you did here. Why are 4 members coming out making subtly different stories? I'm sorry you disagree with me attempting to fact check and get to the bottom of your disjointed fucking story, lol. Noah responds, refusing to commit to providing potentially false information is not having my story straight. I knew bad shit happened because he told me. The part where I got my story straight was when I learned I didn't actually know the number. Nicholas responds, you went on Drama Alert and said he is talking to minors, but didn't know who the minors were, how old they were, and you provided no evidence at the time to back up your claim. Don't lecture me on refusing to commit to providing potentially false information. He then quote tweets him and says, at the time, no. Apparently has now changed to, I wasn't sure. Someone not saying an age, and Carson telling you an age that changed multiple times, is not the same thing. And the only story changing from my perspective is yours. Going back to Nick's original thread, Noah responds to it again by saying, in November I expressed that I was extremely frustrated with the lack of action on the matter, and was doing my damnedest to learn all the details. But when you talk to 10 plus people who all tell you different specifics, would you say what you know for sure? Or what you heard? Nicholas responds, I would say, wow, this is a mess. I should take this incredibly delicate information more seriously. Next question. If Slimesicle called the police, did you give them an age? Why not mention that Carson had been reported to the authorities on Drama Alert? Noah responds, I don't speak for others. That's why I am not him. This is not an interview. You have been an unprofessional prick who has given zero respect to the victims, who are the reason why I care about this, and I am done talking to you. Nicholas responds, I'm a fucking drama YouTuber, lol. I am not LARPing as some journalist. But at least I'm not the guy who went on Drama Alert to make an allegation without knowing who the victim even was. What respect? Nicholas also quote tweets him and says, I'm not sitting here clapping and bowing for a 17-year-old who claimed she was groomed by a 19-year-old guy. This dude is lecturing me about respect for victims, when he went and did an entire Drama Alert telling people what happened to her before he even knew who she was. Noah responds to Nick by saying, if you did your job well, maybe I would come on your show instead. Sorry, pal. Nicholas responds, I do my job well enough that I wouldn't platform you, lol. Nicholas then tweets out, I call this one, wait fuck, he got me, showing the tweet where Noah said, why don't you just ask me? And then the tweet where he says, I am done talking to you. Ian responds to Nick by saying, I think what Noah is missing is that what Carson did is an inappropriate and gross abuse of power without grooming her. Noah replies, where did I say grooming? Literally where? Nicholas responds, that victim you respect so much is actually the one claiming it was grooming, but I'm sure you knew that, showing the tweet where Sam says she was groomed. Nick then quote tweets Ian and says, no hate to this guy, but this response is so shit. I got baited by this crap for a few hours, to be honest. Gross abuse of power is in regards to talking to fans is such a fucking cop-out because the girl is 17. They claim it's not about the age gap, but if she was 18, it wouldn't be a story. Carson could have dropped a hot nut on this girl's forehead and no one would say a word, but if he took a picture of it, he'd go directly to jail. Hashtag lock him up. A couple days later, Keem has more to say on the situation. He tweets out this Twitter video called, Dear Good Guy Fitz and Caterino.
Y'all fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Fitz, you were labeled as a horrible friend that slept with your friend's girl. Not true. Caterina, you were labeled as a serial whore, right? Not true. Fitz, you lost a year of your goddamn career. And God knows how much money. Caterina, you lost sponsors. You got kicked from an esports team. Dude, none of this bullshit was true. I reached out to both of you, trying to get you on my show, trying to do an interview. And I don't know what it is when I'm coming across a YouTuber that's like, I'm not going on there. I don't want to be involved in drama. These other motherfucking YouTubers aren't stupid like you. They'll come on my show. They'll say their piece. They'll defend themselves. Or they'll give me a statement to read on Drama Alert. Because regardless of what motherfuckers say about me on the internet, I am the biggest fucking show on the goddamn planet when it comes to this drama internet shit. My megaphone is fucking 10 times bigger than all my competitors. 10 times. So what happens on my show is basically what it is throughout the community. And Katerina, I understand I'm out there cracking jokes, so I gotta get a little lenience for you, right? Because, you know, I'm sitting here fucking poking fun of you nonstop on Twitter, which I owe you an apology for. I'm sorry. At the end of the day. But Fitz, me and you have hung out in real life. We've had beers together. You didn't think you could come to me? You didn't think you could come to me with the fucking truth? And even now, that Chad has put the truth out there. That you, in fact, were a good friend to Carson. That you went to Carson and asked for permission to hook up with Kate, and Carson gave you permission. Even though that is out because of anything for views, Chad put it out there. You still say fucking nothing. It's never a good idea when you're fucking innocent of drama that's being spread around to say fucking nothing. That's a horrible fucking idea.
And that's about it for everything on Call Me Carson as of now. I'm sure more stuff will come out in the future, so if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. I'd also like to give a very special thanks to my channel members, in particular Scrubby, who decided to donate $100 a month. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, dude. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.